Alrighty, what's up everybody? It's Static here from the T.G.C. It's been about a week since my last upload, but here it is. Now I know most of you who are watching this probably already saw a review from the punk ass hacks who supposedly played the game enough to give a review. Most of them haven't, and I hate when people do that, push a vid out on top of not being honest about the damn thing. I lost over $100 because of shit like that. Believe me, the only way to beat this game in a short amount of time is 1, wearing the chicken hat, or 2, speedrunning your ass off while wearing the fucking chicken hat. The hat basically gives you a hall pass and makes the enemy NPCs Helen Keller.
Back up. 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 Back up.
But hey, you found a video of a gamer who clocked in about 84 hours or so. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take off 3 hours because the way the upgrade system works is they force you to clock in-game hours just to unlock the really useful shit like the stealth camo, like the one in Metal Gear Solid 2 in the beginning. Anyway, let me start off by saying that this game is fucking amazing, and a lot of the story aspects is Game of the Year worth indefinitely. Gameplay wise though, things get a little, I don't know, questionable. For major fans of the series, this doesn't play like any of the Metal Gears before. Think a sandbox with Tomb Raider 2014 gameplay aspect. Stealth is more of an option than necessity. However, stealth is necessary in a few missions, however. And it makes the missions considerably harder when you get caught. More on the gameplay itself, the AI are smart as ever for your team and the enemy. The higher the alert level, the harder it is to take care of them. Usually the second I get caught, I just rampage and kill every signature within a radio contact. You will be doing a lot of the obvious though, like blending in with your surroundings, taking everything you learned from the previous Metal Gear Solids and try applying it here. I'm sure it'll help for a lot of gamers. There are also some dynamics in the world, like the day and night, sandstorm and rainstorms. You can use those to your advantage. It also works against you while you're out in the field. Now, I'm pretty newish to the series, but I can easily understand a lot of the concept. They also introduce a partner system they call Buddy. You can get the dog who can do whatever the hell it is the dogs do. I don't know. It sees stuff like enemies, mines, hostages. Normally it's the shit that you struggle to find on your own. There's also the horse. It's pretty useful to get around on the maps you're playing. Apparently the horse can shit on command. I'm not entirely sure how many times it could do that in a row. But I do believe it's unlocked after you build up your bond with him more. I personally haven't gotten that far with the horse after I got D-Dog. It was kind of a done deal. Anyway, yes, I know everybody's known about Quiet right now, and in all honesty, I haven't crushed this hard about a character in a while. And then I found her on Twitter in an interview, and the shit was probably a mistake. Stephanie Houston, or Jostin, I can't even pronounce her last name. Anyway, she's just too damn perfect. But her character Quiet can snipe pretty much everyone, even in vehicles, if their face is exposed anyway. She, like the other buddies, has a set of commands that you can unlock through her bond meter if you progress far enough anyway. By doing missions with her, all the buddies can be upgraded, like weapons, attacks, and appearance. Don't try getting her to shoot too many people with helmets. She always has a second shot command that she just needs to shoot a person another time after you try to tell her to shoot the person. She'll shoot the helmet off, then you gotta tell her to do it again, and then she actually kills them. Anyway, she does come in some clutches moments that I've had in the game. The maps that they put you in are Afghanistan and Africa. Both are big, but not big enough for this game. I would chop that up to the fact that this big-ass game was also meant to function-ish on the last-gen consoles. Also, they are highly detailed in pretty much all aspects. Everywhere traveling in vehicles also makes it seem pretty small. Which brings us to what I didn't really fuck with. Within the gameplay, there are too many missions that make me go back to locations too often for a different mission or objective. Think Metal Gear Ground Zeroes after you beat the first thing, which is the story, to do other objectives in the same ass base. By the way, most of these locations aren't as big as the one in Ground Zeroes, which is kind of a letdown. Also, the game is not very... You know what? Fuck all that shit. This game is so goddamn unstable on Xbox One, I almost broke my shit because when the frame drops, not only does it do that, but it locks the commands in I'm giving Snake. Like, I'm walking straight and shifting the camera all at the same time, and it continues to loop the fucking thing, so I'm no longer doing or looking to or what I wanted to. The driving in this game is way too realistically clunky as fuck to really have that reliable option to travel. I just started running everywhere or calling in the horse. Instead, it have effectively turned the game's maps into the Special Olympics for the niggas who can't pick up their damn feet to climb up a two-step stepping stool. You'll also run into wildlife indigenous to the area that you can collect for companies who like animals for money. Now as for Mother Base is home. You are meant to build, grow, and defend Mother Base any way possible. Activities include listening to music, finding stashes, Easter eggs, listening to recordings in the story, developing weapons, sending crew on missions, visiting the dog, or quiet or target practice. However, my favorite pastime remains beating the dog shit out of my own men and hearing them thank me for the ass whooping of the day. Or throwing them overboard. I don't know why I found that so funny, but it results in a game over if you do that. Then there's the FOB, the Forward Operating Base. That involves the online world PvP, player versus player. Invade and defend Watch Dogs' style. It's a little different, but in the making of this review, the servers are incredibly unstable to non-existent. Yay! Another one that's broken on launch. Oh, and don't expect the other online portion of the game to be active or stable in October. Save yourself the headache and fuck this game's online anything until it actually works right. It is fun as hell though. Like Mother Base, you can upgrade the FOB just like Mother Base and add security staff, monitor its staff's capabilities, and add things like security devices to help find the bastards that invade your game. You can also invade other people's FOB, make enemies, set up alliances, relationships, basically do business in the world. It's very fun if you can manage to get in a functioning server. However, you can get invaded when you're not even playing. My shits was off when it said I failed at defending my FOB.
I don't give a fuck, Keisha.
Now let's talk about the music in the game. It's pretty damn amazing, and I'm talking about the original music, not the licensed music that you can collect in the game's cassette tapes of the popular 80s music. I'm talking about the music that you hear while you're playing the game. It's amazing, it fits the game series and mood perfectly, and Quiet's humming thing, oh god. I loved all the music from here, and I'm sure everyone else will too. It's a perfect score for me in my opinion. It conveys the emotions it's meant to convey perfectly. The story is you play as Big Boss in his dog days, after waking up from a coma to exact revenge, and build the now Diamond Dogs PF up to former glory. Characters are up to standard and beyond, depending on who exactly you're talking about. It still holds as a Metal Gear game, so mindfucking is pretty frequent here, but pretty much everyone is as an interesting and fleshed out character as the other one. You can learn so much more through the cassette tape recordings. Listen to those, otherwise you aren't going to get to know shit and you may as well get rid of the game. No, seriously, it's that important. Just like going back to Mother Base in between missions, it's pretty much optional to go back, but you won't regret it as a gamer. Its storytelling style follows like Until Dawn and the rest in these episodic games. It's pretty much the era of episodic games. After every mission, the credits roll. They also appear at the beginning of a mission, adding to the best story delivery I've seen in a while. There are a lot of rights in this game, but its downfall really comes down to its stability on a technical level, which can be the fall of the game. As for the microtransactions, it ain't really shit to worry about right now. I don't even know if I saw any, to be straight up with you. I did see a factory of the skins for the cardboard box I never actually used. Yes, they kept it. I don't know why this is a staple or why it's the fastest way to travel on maps. Why is it that every time I play this game, that cardboard box is there? Why do I have to live with this?
Am I living in a box? Am I living in a cardboard box? Am I living in a box?
By the way, I won't really talk about the graphical comparison on the current gen consoles and the PC. We all know that the PC has the best graphics of all time. It's kind of a no shit type of thing to say. However, the 363 gen versions to the game was also made. God doesn't even know why this is a good idea. Sources say it's not doing too good. Graphics are what it can handle to fit all of the game, and so if you're trying to cop this on a 363 gen, do it for the story only. Gameplay stability and graphics will differ. I would say the most optimal version is the PlayStation 4 version or the PC, if you got the requirements matched on the runnable rigs. Xbox One, unfucking stable, damn near game breaking. No, actually it is game breaking. I dashboarded a total of 3 times. So I love Metal Gear Solid. Should I get this game? Well, there are some big dumbass plot holes that are addressed here, so yes. I'm new to the series. Should I get it? Fuck yeah, it's a damn near perfect game. How long is the story? I would say if you play the game wholly, doing side ops, deploying, building Mother Base, FOB, cassette tapes, and all, pretty much playing the game fully the way it was designed to, you will clock in at least 25 plus hours. But really, it'll be more than that. Honestly, if I'm to give this game a rating, I would say it's a 9 out of 10. It falls pretty short on the technical stability for my specific platforms, however it varies. You fan asses can sort that shit out in the comment section below. It's also down a point for the fact that much more could have been done for the current gen and PC versions. Also, a failed launch for the online play. It wasn't playable for about 4 days, if you're counting its current state as playable. My scale though is buy now, later, or fuck this game. Right now, it's actually in between buy now and later. It's worth 60 for sure, just not the online. I would say wait until the middle of October if that's the route you take. It still does have another online portion to be released that month. It's likely to crash just like this one, but only time will tell. I'll do a different online review of both those when both of them are functioning correctly. I don't care how long it's been since the game has been out, it's really the only way to honestly review those portions of the game. What they can do better is make the maps bigger, or have separate maps to have story missions, especially the more really memorable ones, because I swear it feels a little cramped than free. It takes away from the game being a standard game a lot. Have like a level like the hospital at the beginning of the game. It doesn't need to be a hospital per se, but design a different atmosphere. The game's iDroid UI also needs improvement, that being the accuracy of developing items. The boxes in there are way too damn many, and not all of them are being used. Don't be fooled by this when you get into it, because you're going to see like a line to tell you what the next item or upgrade will be. There is no difficulty choice or no hard mode until after you get halfway through the main story in the form of repeated missions you've already done. I would say post-game DLC is necessary. Why? Because there's more to the tale than a specific time frame. Also, why the hell not? So was this review helpful? Did you laugh? You want to fuck with the conglomerate some more? Then go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button for more content covering games of all types. Everything you need to know is in the description below. It's your boys from the T.G.C. We out here.